Each and every human will go through a betrayal at some point in their life. But it's up to you to spot these early signs and put some measures in place to reduce the risk of betrayal. My Unify Podcast, episode 40. Hello to all my fellow listeners and everyone new to this podcast. Today's good morning to you is in Polish, which is Dzień dobry. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for listening in. So I wanted to welcome you to My Unify Podcast. As you may or may not know, this is the world's positivity podcast, giving you all life advice on random challenges you might face, providing you with insights, tips on how to overcome these challenges to help you with a better day, a better week, a better future, and a life with a happy smile on your face. The world needs more positivity. If you're an advocate for positivity and well-being, make sure you follow, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and most importantly, share this with someone you think needs to be positive and needs to hear this. So on the previous episode, we explored what perseverance is and how to persevere in life. If you missed it, you can find the link below and check it out and let us know your thoughts. So the random thought that came into my mind recently is betrayal. What betrayal means, why trying to avoid betrayal is important, and tips on what you can do to try to avoid being betrayed. So in the Cambridge Dictionary, it states to betray is to not be loyal to your country or a person, often by doing something harmful, such as helping their enemies. Furthermore, it also states betrayal is an act of betraying someone or something, or the fact of someone or something being betrayed. So to simplify this for me and for you, to betray is to be untrue to a person by going behind their back and doing something that doesn't benefit them, and harm them, not help them at all, and in turn actually help someone else who doesn't like them or someone who can use some sort of information against them to take advantage of them, making them fail or hinder. Now, there are so many different ways in which a person can betray you, and the reason they do this is usually due to an intrinsic feeling such as envy, jealousy, being a spiteful person, or other reasons in relation to not wanting you to succeed and for you not to do well in life. In whatever occasion, situation you might excel in, they're trying to really bring you down. People feel the need to do better than you and can easily betray you in different ways you yourself wouldn't even imagine. Now, people can betray you by either A, using information you provided to them against you, B, watching you closely and noticing your weaknesses, your flaws, and telling others who could in turn use these against you and, make you fall. C, indirectly listening to your conversations or hearing others share information about you. D, gaining access to your privacy, such as your notebooks, your smartphone, computer, and technology. E, trick you by asking you if you agree to something that they themselves agree to. That is quite obvious. But instead, they paint you as the person who actually made that comment or allegation that they came to you with. Right? And finally, they could easily lie about you to others. Now, imagine one of your close friends said to you, "Hey Nate, I've got a football match coming up tomorrow and I was just wondering if you could share with me some of your coach's game plan. Like, how'd you guys keep passing the ball at such high speed? You can share that with me. That could really help me and my team. We're always losing or drawing. So just a little tip here." Now you might think, it's not a big deal. It's no biggie. We're all just high school mates trying to win football matches. Let me just share the little secret to my mate who plays another team. And for all, he's just my friend, right? No big deal. And then you decide to share that information with him, hoping he doesn't share it with anyone or anyone else in your team. But he then goes and shares it with his coach. They end up using that game plan to start winning games, improving as a team. And then their team ends up meeting you and they beat you. So would that be fair? Would you then be exposed? Do you not think that your mate would deny it if you then confronted him and said, "Hey, why did you tell my secret to your team? And now you guys are using it and even using it against us. Like, what's this about?" Right? And so Got to be very careful. Now, another scenario, imagine you found out about a job you've been interviewing for over and over again each year. The recruiters have given you feedback as to why you aren't landing that job. Other colleagues also trying to apply for that same job. Asks you to share with him the feedback you received. Would you? Well then, be ready to understand that the chances are now that they might land the job and you won't. Then how would you feel? Imagine two of your friends came over to you and told you they were having a chat about one of the neighbors. And they decided to make a rude comment about the neighbor, saying nasty things and asking you if you have also noticed and feel the same way. What would you do? Would you agree? Would you say yes? I mean, even if it was the obvious and you know it was true what they were saying, would you be so naive to agree with them and say it back as well? Well, what if they were secretly recording you? What if they had plans to tell that person that you said this instead of them and they actually had evidence and proof? What if it was about the school principal, the headmaster, or the boss, your employer? Do you think you could lose your job? Do you think he could incriminate you? Absolutely. And the sad thing is, these things actually happen in real life. You gotta be careful. The fact is, it is a sad situation and such a world where the people you think you can trust, some of them are out to get you and you won't always notice. See the obvious signs and you won't even see that they're trying to bring you down, right? You don't even want to think the fact that my close friends have the possibility or the idea of trying to betray me or backstab me. Now, with the fact that these betrayal scenarios do exist, I want you to pay close attention and do the following. The first tip, you got to protect yourself. Be careful who you trust. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone wants to see you succeed, despite them being your friend for years or knowing you for a long time. So you got to keep your cards close to your chest. 2, be ready to defend yourself. Whether you like it or not, if someone wishes to really betray you, they can easily do that. Someone can lie about you and say that you said this and that, and now it's your word against theirs. So for this reason, you must always be prepared to stand up for yourself or call out any lies made about you, even if it's a losing battle. Lose with dignity. Also, read the signs early. Ask yourself, why is this person asking me such a question? Why would I share this information with them? Are they trying to set me up? Would this be incriminating? And if I answer this question they're asking me, how would this benefit anything or anyone? So steer away and tell them you wish not to comment. Even if it means being at risk of losing your friend, think about yourself first and ensure you don't fall for any traps. And finally, don't overthink. Just be smart. Don't go around scooping on people trying to find out if they're trying to mess you up or set you up or, betray your trust. Just live your life. Be calm. Be smart. That's all. So, I wanted to thank you all for taking time to listen. A recommendation on a book I read recently is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***ck by Mark Ronson. It's really interesting. A good read on resilience, happiness, and freedom. Now, before I log off, just a second, please wait. Subscribe, follow, and share. Don't hesitate. Share this with someone to keep them straight. Put a smile on their face. It's never too late. Have a good week, all. Peace and unity.